up here in Galveston was great. Summers were filled with going to the beach and swimming and stuff of that nature. And what could be better than living on an island? And the only word, if you notice, I didn't use a tropical island because we're an island off the coast of Texas. The main industry here in Galveston is tourism. We have a historical downtown Strand area that a lot of tourists come to just walk up and down the Strand and shop in the shops because it has that early 1920s flavor to it. Galveston is 37 miles all the way around, and its widest point is 4 miles. We are the piece of land that actually stops a hurricane from being massive at the oil refineries just on the other side of Galveston Bay. If you look upon our Gulf side, almost from one end to the other, it's towered with hotels, with restaurants, with the pleasure pier that Tillman Fertitta created. Just nothing but activities to have people who live inland to come and enjoy. Hurricane Ike hit Galveston in 2008. It hit Galveston as a Category 3 hurricane. Hurricane Ike flooded 75% of Galveston Island. In a hurricane, it has no economical separation. Everybody was in the same boat because it didn't make any difference how much money you had. You couldn't buy groceries, you couldn't buy gas, you couldn't flush your toilet. All of public housing was torn down. It was bad. They didn't allow us to come back for 2 weeks. And I had a contract with the Galveston Historical Foundation. They had a thing called genteel junk. What my job was to go around and pick up these donated items, and they would be antique type stuff. I remember going to this lady's house, and we picked up some real nice things from her. She had a beautiful house. She and I talked for a few minutes and brought it over and put it away. Well, 4700 Broadway is the Galveston Housing Authority. They have a huge parking lot. Well, when Hurricane Ike hit, the National Guard set up where they were distributing water and ice to individuals. And I was in this line like everybody else to get water and ice. And the lady in front of me was the lady that I had gone to her house probably 2 or 3 weeks earlier. And we were talking, and she turned around and she said, "Leon, I never thought I'd be in a line like this." And she just broke down and started crying, laid her head on my shoulders. And that was one of the things I really, it stuck in my mind because her wealth didn't do anything for her. Being a millionaire didn't help her. She was right there in line with people who lived in Palm Terrace and Cedar Terrace, which was public housing units with the maids and the butlers and the cafeteria workers and the waitresses. She's in the same line with them and asking for the same thing they're asking for, a hand up or a handout, whichever you want to call it. So when you start talking about hurricanes and devastation, I can't imagine what it's like for an individual who doesn't feel the way I feel. We're a part of society. We make a difference. So I'm happy. Yeah, I'm a BOI. I got one of the biggest BOIs around, you know. It means exactly that, born on the island. Some people are BOIs, but that actually means born off the island. So you can take that as however you want to, you know. But I'm born on the island, and they say that islanders have salt water in our veins. It's just great being born and raised on an island. It's a completely different atmosphere from big city life. There's this saying, there's no place like home. There's no place like home.